Hello. Tonight, this is number 4 in our series on beliefs. So what do you do when you have an unhelpful belief? How do you adjust your thinking? It really isn't that hard. How did you get to the belief in the first place? A belief is just a thought you keep thinking. So it was repetition of certain thoughts reinforced by the law of attraction. Because the more you focus on any certain subject, the more law of attraction will give you that. So, what were we saying? You want to find out, is it helpful or not helpful, this belief that you have? So, what kind of thoughts do I have to make a new belief? Helpful ones. You have to think helpful thoughts, which translates into you have to think thoughts that feel good. But right away, you're not going to jump from powerlessness to joy. You've got to feel your way around for that. It's really easy, and you have to be easy about it because you don't want to be hard on yourself. Let's take an example that you want to believe for more money. You can't just believe, I'm going to be a millionaire next week, because you can't believe for that. So you have to start really small. Start with saying things like, there's enough. There's plenty. This is the beginning of the emotional journey to more money. There's enough. There's plenty. So further along in the emotional journey, you want to begin to stop being so frugal. Throw things away. Don't save the food if you've served it for 2 days. Toss it. Because the reason that we're so frugal is because we believe there's not enough. And you have to start with the basic premise that there's enough, because that's the belief that you want to have. You want to keep saying that so you can have more money. You want to give away small amounts of money. Do you know how good you feel when you find a penny or a dime? Feels really good, right? Get yourself some quarters, and when you go out in your car, take $1 worth of quarters and throw them wherever you park. Or put them in the restroom, in the public restroom where you go. And think about how good somebody's going to feel when they find them. You've got money you can throw away. You understand? That's the emotional journey that you're taking. When you go out with your friends, pick up the check. It doesn't have to be for $200. But if you're going out with one friend, buy. Don't just offer to buy and hope that they'll buy. You can't get to an abundance mindset if you're watching every penny. You want to create the feeling of abundance even though you don't have a lot of it. But you do want to go very easy so you won't feel lack. The problem with looking at something is if we see the lack of it, then we're shooting ourselves in the foot. So if you go out and there's just 2 of you and you say, I'll get this. I want to treat you today. Okay. There's a difference if you go out with 15 people and pick up the whole check. Then you're going to feel, I'm not sure I have that money. You're going to not line up with the decision that you made. After a while on this emotional journey, you will be able to buy for the whole table and not think lack about it. So if money or anything else is a hot button issue, you want to streamline it so that you don't see much of the money. Have everything taken out of your bank account. And don't be so afraid that, you'll lose your place. No, just say the money will be there. I don't have to write a check. I don't have to call to see how much it is. I don't have to do all that because money in the past has been a hot button issue for me. If you ever want to have money, you can't talk about how much things cost. And oh, that was expensive. The thing of it is you have vibrational currency, and you can only use that currency with a high vibration. So you don't want to say, oh, that's expensive, or oh, that's a bargain. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Money is just energy, and it comes from your vibration. Money is vibrational currency. Abraham has lots of processes that you can go and find out how to increase your money. But the whole point is, if you believe that life is hard and you've got to pinch pennies, you've got to change that belief, because that belief's not helpful. You want to feel prosperous way before you find yourself prosperous. That's the emotional journey. Repetition of having enough, repetition of having plenty, that's got to be your best friend. Deliberately spend a couple of dollars. You've got to talk yourself into it. Abraham says Esther's found out that she can have anything she wants as long as she talks herself into it. So it's repetition, which will be reinforced by the law of attraction. That's how you change your beliefs. That's it for this video. Go forth and prosper.